Life is boring when it's full of the fun stuff that normal people do. Instant gratification activities, easy dopamines, they lower your happiness and your fulfillment in the long run. I wish more people knew about this, because that means the more Netflix you watch, the more video games you play, the more weed you smoke, the more junk food you eat, the more boring your life gets. With instant gratification activities like these, like Netflix and video games, you only get enjoyment for that current second that you're doing it. And as soon as you click off, you're left with reality. And reality always gets slightly worse the more you actually do those activities. Your life is worse when you spend more time watching Netflix and playing video games compared to reading a book. These activities slowly reduce your baseline happiness. Because think about it, compare these two people. Jeffrey spends 25 out of the next 31 days playing video games for 6 hours a day. He's a waste man. How is he going to feel after these 31 days are over? Is he going to be fulfilled? Is he going to look back and be like, wow, I'm really proud of that month? Obviously not. Now, Adonis, he's going to work out 20 days out of the next 31. Is he going to look back with pride? Yes, of course he is. He's going to look back and see that he conquered this month, that he actually worked hard on himself. Adonis is a G. Adonis is the guy that we're trying to be like. And Jeffrey is the guy that we all are. Jeffrey only gets to have fun literally only when he is currently doing the activity. He's currently playing video games, so he's having fun. The moment he stops playing video games, the fun disappears. He wants to go and do something fun. He's going for substance after substance after substance. He needs external stimulus to feel entertainment. Adonis has just achieved something that he's proud of, which means that he has like this confidence, this smile about him when he does nothing. I know, I sound so arrogant, but this is what my body looks like. Now, I don't know about you guys, although, if anyone's been building their body, you probably know this is how it's going to be. When you've built a body like this that you're so internally proud of, you can literally just smile at any moment. It's like my baseline happiness has been severely increased because my life is full of achievements that I'm proud of. Because over the last few months, I have spent so much time meditating, reading, exercising, working on a business, and actually like making an income for myself, that now I can do nothing. I can literally just sit there and I'm a happy guy. Life is fun and exciting when we set ourselves challenges and we accomplish those challenges. If your life feels boring right now, be honest and ask yourself, when was the last time I set myself a challenge? And I'm talking about a real challenge, something that you genuinely felt unable to do, that you felt like you couldn't do, and then just somehow you ended up doing it anyway. For most of us, it's been a long time since we set ourselves that challenge, and it's interesting that we could view the fun in our life to be perfectly correlated with those challenges, with those feelings of achievement. And so when you focus on accomplishing those challenges, when you get more delayed gratification activities in your life, your baseline happiness goes up. And this is true even when you're not currently doing that activity. If you've exercised for 3 years, your happiness is increased today, even if you're not currently exercising. That's the opposite between delayed and instant gratification. Instant gratification, you only feel pleasure as you're currently doing that thing right this second. This is why people watch Netflix for like 4 hours in a row and people play video games for hours in a row, because you're only having fun that exact second that you play. The moment you click off, you're left with your shitty existence and you're like, life's kind of bad, isn't it? Let's go back and play more. One of the grinds that many of you guys are on is building muscle through resistance training. You want a body that you're proud of. And that is a fantastic goal. As a guy who has somewhat achieved this, I'm not going to lie, I have my dream body already. And it is as good as you think it is. I'm shirtless like as much as possible. I literally smile just by existing. I can be bloated, it doesn't matter. I look at myself in the mirror and I literally just start smiling and I'm like, God damn, that is what I look like. Like I am real. My body is shaped different and it feels different because of those 1,000 hours that I've put in the gym. How can you not smile and feel happy about yourself? How can you not feel joy when you feel like that? This is something I wish for everyone. I don't need external stimulus to feel enjoyment because I just have it because of the amount of delayed gratification activities I have done. And it really makes sense. Delayed instant gratification. The gratification is like the pleasure, the reward. And when it's delayed, that means that the long-term gratification, the long-term happiness is what you get to experience. That's what I'm experiencing right now, the long-term happiness of the hard decisions that I've made. It's a good way to live. Now, chances are you've probably done far too much instant gratification activities. So how do you fix that? You need to reduce the instant gratification activities. And I will be honest to you, this is tricky because chances are the only enjoyment, the only fun that you're having in the day is this conventional fun stuff. When video games is the only fun that you're having, reducing it literally means to have less fun and happiness in the day, and that is tricky. But you need to go through the trials and tribulations of reducing the instant gratification and going through the delayed gratification, even when it's hard, even when it isn't currently gratifying you, even when it isn't currently giving you that pleasure. You need to make that transition. I mentioned this in a previous video I made on how video games manipulate men. You can watch it by clicking the little thing that popped up. You need to endure this transition period because you need to pay dues. This is what you owe to the universe. You need to make the universe owe you gains. And right now, the universe doesn't owe you shit because all you've been doing is indulging in the instant gratification. So you have the level of joy and happiness that you deserve. If you want more joy and happiness, you need to do the actions that will get you there. And that is delayed gratification. And when you first start off, it is really tricky because on a practical level, it means to stop playing video games an hour early to go and exercise. And you'll be exercising and it'll be tough. You won't have the positive feedback loop of already having the muscles, which means that you will be exercising and only experiencing the negatives, the habit break, not being able to do what you really wanted and having to exercise. It'll be tough. The muscle burn hurts. It's just uncomfortable. You haven't set up the nice atmosphere to get consistent into exercise, which means that you're only going to be experiencing the negatives. But if you stay to it, you'll find that the moment that you first experience that positive feedback loop, the fun kicks in. The moment you first see that your chest is bigger because of the push-ups, it's like joy comes into your life. Oh, delayed gratification really works. Okay, well, I can see my chest. I look fucking sick. Let's go and do some more. And suddenly the delayed gratification activities don't really feel as negative as they used to. They don't feel as exhausting. They still are exhausting physically, but mentally you've got that confidence in your mind that, oh, I know that doing this exercise gets me that muscle, that gets me confidence and gets me the girls and stuff. And so that makes you feel good. And as you experience this, your baseline happiness increases. Like, how amazing is that the baseline happiness is your happiness on a default state, like your happiness without any kind of external stimulus. This should be probably your biggest goal in life, is to get your baseline happiness as high as possible. And delayed gratification activities will do that. Instant gratification lowers it. You're trading your baseline happiness for momentary pleasure when you indulge in instant gratification. And so I ask you, how pleasurable is it? How pleasurable is watching YouTube? Because I know for a lot of you guys, you are fed up with it. You are tired of it. You are not even having fun. I know for a lot of people who watch Netflix, the exact word that they use is, oh, there's nothing good to watch. They're not even having fun. For most people who are eating junk food, it's like whilst they're eating it, all they're thinking is like, wait, this is bad for me. I'm on a diet. I don't want to eat this. I want to get abs. Well, congratulations. You're not even enjoying it. You'll find that when you really think about it, the instant gratification activities are not even that pleasurable. That's why I started this video by saying that the fun stuff that normal people do is the reason why you're bored. And so to counteract that, my self-improvement mentality is to maximize your enjoyment and your self-love, because everything comes from that. Everything that you want comes from having that nice mental health. We want to maximize that base level happiness, because when that happiness is high, then it's not even hard to exercise. It's not even hard to work on your business, to do your homework, or to do anything productive. When you're a happy person, you just naturally do these things and you actually smile whilst you do them. And you become like this when you invest in delayed gratification. Your life is boring because you've done too much instant gratification. As I always say, instant gratification steals happiness from tomorrow. And the best case scenario is to not rely on fleeting pleasures for your fun, to have a long-lasting baseline level of fun and happiness. And that is, of course, delayed gratification. If you feel like you've got more to learn from me, click on the first link in the description. You can book a free 30-minute call. Tell me what your biggest problem in life is and I'll give you my best advice. Go to that link right now and just book it in. Scroll down and turn on the post notifications and you'll get a message for my next video. And all my videos are about young men's self-improvement. So if you like this one, you're gonna like my next few uploads. I have a restricted reading section newsletter. Every Sunday I send out an email with a bunch of links, my interpretation of these posts. It's stuff that you will not really find anywhere else. But personally, the stuff that I send has been an incredible amount of value to me. So if you're anything like me, these posts will genuinely change your life. The email newsletter to sign up for free is in the description below. Go and give me your email. I'm just going to spam you because there's literally nothing you can do.
I will beat you up, fam.
A video has just popped up on screen. Self-improvement should be fun. If you like this topic about, your life being boring because of instant gratification, you're really gonna relate to this video. Click on it right now to watch it. Take care.